What's up everybody, Brett here, and we are back with our Battle Brothers Beasts and Exploration Let's Play. We're on day 85, picking up exactly where we left off last time. And I gotta tell you, we're not in great shape. We just have a few injuries, dislocated shoulder here, just a couple, brothers who really need some time to recover before we get into our next big fight. We could take a little fight, but we can't really take a big one. And our problem is, we're here at Sudfest, and we don't have a contract. So that doesn't feel very good. I think I really wanted to fight some of these garrisons here. Some of these garrisons is the wrong word, perhaps, but these locations. But we're not healed up enough to do that. I want to go into these types of fights at 100%, and that is just not the case right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move us over to Strandeki, or Strandeki might be an easier way to say that, and let's see what kind of contracts they might have for us. And honestly, if they don't have anything for us, and we're just not feeling it, we will roll out of here. We can get in a boat and move back up to this part of the world. They won't have these types of interesting, lucrative locations for us to fight with new enemies, but they'll probably have tons of contracts for us to do. As well as giving us the opportunity to try and craft some new things at their taxidermist. The Freeman Company. Interesting. When the noble houses start going to war, there's a really good chance to fight some of those mercenary companies, and you could take some of their gear. They have really good gear. It's above Raider tier, but below kind of the gear that the noble houses themselves use. It's somewhere kind of in the middle. You get a lot of really good tier 2, sometimes tier 3 gear. It's just a bit of a mix. Okay, really bad prices on everything. This is awful. Yeah, we don't want to buy or sell anything here if we can help it. See if the tavern gives us anything. Tomb of the Forefathers, right. We don't even want to buy drinks here. 90 gold, it's unbelievable. But let's see what this contract is. I have a feeling, due to witch burnings and abducted children, that it's going to want us to fight some of the Hexen. Okay, no. Okay, so this could be exactly what we need to Brookstadt. Let's look at where exactly that is on the map, so I can remember. Is that way up high? Oh God. I don't know now. That's pretty high up there. Dang, I was hoping it was like where this is, somewhere in this area. Then it would have been worth it. But we're going basically all the way from the bottom to the top of the map, which isn't awful. This place has a taxidermist, a Fletcher. Tarsdorf is like the worst city on the map. And it could give us an opportunity to take some fights along the way as we heal. I mean, the game is basically paying us to relocate, but it's going to take multiple days. So here's my thought process, guys. For those of you maybe don't play the game yourselves, we need to get paid every day because we spend 232 crowns a day. So we have to take fights. At least one fight a day is optimal, or one big, huge fight every 2 days. So for me to get from here to here-ish, probably will take about a day. From here to here, maybe. And then another day is about from here to here. And we can, hopefully by the time we get to around Senftenberg, we've healed up a bit. And then we could take a fight like here at the Rattling Bones Crypt. And then, maybe we'll be a little bit injured again. Fine, we move up, we heal a bit. And then maybe we take another fight out here in the wilderness and then arrive at Brookstadt. So, I mean, we could potentially have several thousand crowns worth of stuff in our inventory, to possibly 2,000 crowns worth of stuff, and then we arrive and get paid another grand. And then that's not a bad 2 days work. But if we make it to about here, we're still injured, we can't do it, then, we could potentially only take one fight. It's just a matter of figuring out, is this worth it? And I think since they're paying us to relocate to a part of the map that we kind of want to revisit anyway, we'll accept this contract. But actually, no, let's accept it. No point in trying to renegotiate now. Let's head up And we'll fast forward this. Do we want to visit? No, there's nothing in Saxdorf that we need. And of course we walk right by these guys. We could fight them. This is the exact type of fight we can take. And unfortunately now we're chasing them, which is not what we wanted to do. And we're also fighting them at night, which is not what we wanted to do. But 9 of these dudes shouldn't be a problem. We love to get their crafting bits. And that's just a lot of babies. We don't exactly want to kill them. Bear that in mind. We want to spread the damage around as much as possible. That was bad. Normally when you miss like that, you're pretty happy because you're like, wow. Now it's just a free-for-all. Now we have to kill them. And the way to do that... Oh, he was in the bushes. Oh my god. This fight just became complicated, guys. It's dog time. We ain't playing around. We need to get our brothers on these bodies. Okay, we'll take a shot there. He's going to eat somebody. He is going to eat somebody. And we need to get on top of those. We cannot let them eat. We cannot let them heal. Stab him, take him down, move up. And there's a tier 2 one. Arozel should be perfect in this kind of fight. He very rarely feels like, to me, gets to fight how he wants. So this is risky. Putting Scaredy in the middle of 4 enemies feels kind of bad. Hondo actually is the best character because he does have Underdog. So let's bring him over here. Can we get him in there? We can. Ooh, do we want to do that? We could just walk up here and take a swing. But I think we move here. Hondo, so we did pick up Underdog, as I mentioned. That prevents him from taking any sort of leadership penalty. Not leadership penalty. Any sort of negative melee defense debuffs from being surrounded. So it'll be just as hard for these ghouls to hit him as if there was only one ghoul touching him. And that's perfect for us. Man, having this dude hiding in the bushes really messed us up. But you should see them kind of struggling to hit Hondo. But they still do a lot of damage if they connect. Good job, doggos. Wow, dogs are really chewing into this dude. Okay, he didn't eat us, which is great. Yeah, we'd like to get some hits there. We'll switch out our weapons. Okay. Alright, see if we can bash this thing over the head, and we did. That feels good. And we still have the ability to drop some dogs, so let them help us surround these dudes. Yeah, we have very little fatigue thanks to his crushed windpipe, which is rough, but we'll be able to shoot next turn. And we should certainly look to move in here. Nice, good damage. I think we can step here and then shoot into these. Yes. Okay, that sucked. But we can drop another dog. He's dead, certainly. He'll never make it out alive. And now Hondo. Dang. Hondo has the potential to nearly one-shot these things. It's really nice to start getting kills on them because they really do have poor morale. Or poor resolve, I should say. Yeah, Hondo's just not getting touched. Underdog is a really good trait. And it'd be nice if we didn't lose a war dog in this fight. Good job. Our war dogs also aren't quite taking all of our kills yet. We want to make sure that we get this one though. Wow. And he's going to like just feed it to us. I like that. No big deal here. We'll just pass. Okay, move in. Is that the fight? Is that all of them? Yeah, so this was a pretty good fight for us to take. Basically just free experience. Kind of sucks that we had to chase them, kind of so far out of our way. But it's nice to take fights like this if you can get them. Very one-sided. It's going to give us some decent crafting materials, I feel. And easy experience. There we go. Thanks, Hondo. Yeah, little experience. Did we get any levels? No, no levels. But we did get 2 brains, 3 horns, and some fangs. All of which are pretty crucial in some of the better crafting items. Okay, now we can head up to like Saxdorf. It looked like there was another separate set of footprints there. For something that we could potentially kill. No, we don't really need to stop at Saxdorf. Yeah, it could take several days before we're able to heal. Supply caravan. I wonder what we would get if we attacked that. I feel like we would get a ton of good stuff. Oh, and they have Unhold in the area, which we would love to fight. If only for their like crafting stuff. What are the prices like here? Pretty medium. Yeah, we're going to be down to like 15 tools, and we also need more food. So I think we just grab some berries. Yeah, put ourselves at another day. And we'll take a little bit of these expensive tools here. Not a big deal. We'll move up to Senftenberg. What I would love to do is to... Wow, look at all these huge footprints. To find a bunch of Unhold and then drag in one of these types of companies into that fight and see if we can't just team up and take them down. That could be a pretty fun fight, and it's probably pretty low risk for us considering how strong some of these garrisons are. Let's get up in the mountains real quick and just see what they're going for. Unfortunately, it of course goes to... No. We want to take the road. It goes to nighttime as soon as we get to the top of the mountain, so our visibility is lessened. And in a moment here, I do want to at least check what's in this crypt. Maybe it is something that we can take on. Okay, brigands. Some marksmen and some raiders. That should be fine. We still have a crushed windpipe. And what is this again? Dislocated shoulder. This is not a lot of bad guys. We can take them. These are the types of fights we want to take in our current wounded state. Some marksmen, potentially dangerous. Oh, there's quite a few of them actually. Alright. All they have to do is get lucky. I mean, they can get some big shots on us. Nice. This is exactly what we want. Counter skirmish them down. They think, or at least they feel safe with their current like range situation. Before going into a fight like this, if you think you'll have initiative, sometimes it's cool to put your archers in the front. And you'll give yourself kind of that extra range. Perfect. And now we can take an aim shot, but they're all pretty well protected. We'll go for the one with the pike, who's already slightly breaking. Yeah. This type of fight should favor us. We really don't want to jump forward too much. Dang. Because we could try to inch forward one. But we're going to leave our backline exposed for a turn if we do that. just see how this goes. Yeah. Alright, you hit us. Now we have another target. Hopefully. We'll pass with our crossbowmen, and we'll see what kind of shots we can take with our archers. These are actually pretty good numbers for us. Some 40s, we just want to get these kills. Come on, guys. Nice. So two of their ranged guys down. And we're still sitting pretty. At some point they may decide that they no longer have the advantage and that they need to advance. But it's not yet. The AI still thinks they're good. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see another one of them jump down this turn. The same thing they did last time. Yeah. Oh, and he had enough to jump back. Lucky him. Okay. Put some hits in. It's about time we start moving up. You, sir, are not wearing a helmet in combat. Probably not a good idea. You know what, we'll wait turn here. Yeah, we'll see where they go. And that should give us a better idea where we need to go. And we'll start challenging their archers a bit. Nice, big swing. Dang, unfortunate misses. He's not the dangerous one. The dangerous one are these dudes back here. Especially the crossbowmen. Nice. And we'll drop a dog there. And hope he goes to the crossbowman, and he does. It's almost like we know what we're doing, guys. Yeah, we'll just take another shot there. And he gets mowed down by the dog. So nice. Can move up under cover. Feels good. Riposte. Okay, so we may want to try and push him. Knock him out of that. And all of our injuries, I think, are actually on our crossbowmen. So that's going to be difficult for us to take multiple shots with them. Yeah, and we just get him. Seems great. Yeah, no thought required. We're just mowing them down. Free gold, free experience. And we don't want to drop dogs. We want to make sure that we get the kills. And we'll just move up. He should get mowed down, yeah. Alright, come on. Come on. Almost. There we go. Okay, easy fight. Pretty much took no damage. And we picked up a pike for our efforts, which is great. And another upgrade, I should say, for our helmet, which is very good. Some tools and things, not a big deal, but we also got another basic mail shirt, which should be another upgrade, as well as a worn mail shirt, which should also upgrade someone. So that was a pretty good fight for us. A lot of little upgrades in there, and we can go ahead and check those out right now. Yaku has really bad fatigue. Our entire front line is rocking normal mail. There we go. Raymond will get the mail shirt. And Adelmar, the retired soldier that we picked up in the last episode, we can get him out of Lamilar. That feels pretty nice. And what else? The pike. Yes, Greenphobe is still using a hooked blade, and the pike is just so much better. And that should be all pikes. Yeah, we're at all pikes in our battle standard. So, nice. These are all 115s. He has really good fatigue, so we'll give him that. And then Yaku here will get a new kettle cap. Alright. So yeah, just a ton of little upgrades for us. Feels good. Okay. But do we want to now turn around and fight this Rattling Bones Crypt? See if we get close, if we can reveal what it is. And we can't. It's definitely zombies. It's definitely going to be a ton of armored zombies. Probably Geist, probably a Necromancer, maybe even a Fallen Hero. If we were in really good condition, I would say we fight them. We're kind of in medium condition right now, and our crossbowmen are kind of dragging. So let's just move up. We can actually take advantage of this time to explore. So guys, in the comment section, someone mentioned some things about the witch hut being kind of a unique location. And I was like, oh man, I want to make sure I do the right thing to show you guys on camera. So I looked it up a bit. I don't think we're ready for the witch's hut. I think we're going to need a little bit higher resolve and a bit more resolve on our sergeants and standard bearers. So that we can have a possibility to resist some of what the witches do. The Hexen. I think if we went into a fight with them right now, they would just hex like half of our brothers. They would turn around and we would kill ourselves. And then even when we got into fighting range of them, they would like hex us and we wouldn't even be able to kill them. And if we dropped our dogs would just rush forward and probably end up killing ourselves with dogs. So we're not quite equipped to fight them. I've seen lots of good strategies people have posted. Using cudgels, the very weak like sticks. But the problem with these fights is that they're never just witches. They're going to be like witches and a couple raiders, or witches and a ton of dire wolves. So the odds of us being able to fight them solo is very low. Oh yeah, okay. So we have very diverse food, and an event triggers that give all of our brothers really good morale. So that's nice. And we can come up here, get on top of this mountain, see what we can see. And what do we see? What is this? Curious shipwreck. Oh my god. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is at all. I want to go check it out. We got to check it out, guys. I think we have to. This could be a mistake. I don't know what it is. It could be like a ridiculous fight that we're not ready for, or it could be like a really cool event, like the ancient statue. Do we do it? Man, I wish we were in better shape. I mean, going out into the wild is a risk for us because we're not really geared to fight big fights. And a lot of these unique things, I think, are just like, you know, unique fights, big fights that to challenge you when you're in the late game and you're getting bored. But there's a chance this is just some kind of cool thing we can look at. Okay, we want to read this here. The ship is wrecked amongst the trees, some of which have long since started to grow through it. As far as you're aware, there is neither sea nor river for miles. Hungry walks up and halts at the very sight. By the old gods, is that a ship? You sigh and tell the company to stay here until you and the very observant sellsword go take a look. Oh, I think we got to see what the secrets are, guys. Do we have a choice? Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. Okay. Inspect the stump. Oh, God. Okay. You step into the bowels of the ship. It's completely vacant, save for a stump with an axe head chopped into it. Hungry looks at it. There's an axe head. Nodding, you say there it is indeed, but the metal of it carries veins of a sort of golden hue. Getting closer to the stump, you can see embers flittering upward out of the wedge. Hungry taps your shoulder, and you find him pointing into the dark of the ship. Skeleton, dead one. Just faintly can you see the pale bones. As you draw near, the clothing becomes apparent and readily obvious as royal attire. There is a cracked ale horn in one hand and a molded loaf of bread in the other. His jacket is blown open and shredded by splinters. Upon closer inspection, some of the wood is embedded into his brain pan. Oh god. Is this our first fight with the treant, guys? That would be awesome. Also, is this going to be some kind of legendary axe? Are we going to get wrecked? Are we going to die here? Okay. Oh god. Seeing as how the skeleton and his beer and bread ain't going anywhere, you leave it be. The axe head, however, draws your eye again. Hungry walks over to the stump and the glowing wedge. He tries to take it out. Finding no luck there, he steps back and kicks it further in. The trunk cracks in twain. Trunk, possibly? And the sellsword suddenly flies upside down, and the axe head shoots through the roof of the boat, and you can hear it clunk and clatter down its sides. Outside, debris and smoke drift lazily about. The sellsword gets up and pats himself up. What in all the hells was that? You shush him and point. A little golden goose squats where the stump's base used to be. The sheen of its metal glows and swirls. You've heard stories of a golden goose, but never thought they were anything beyond that. Is it real? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, what have we found? This is why I love this game, guys. Hungry stumbles forward. Sir, what are you doing? You wave him off and pick the golden goose up. Holding it in both hands, it feels oddly warm. And it ain't exploding or melting your face. Which is exactly what I expected. You can feel its metal rippling ever so slightly around your fingers. It might even be growing. With the treasure safely huddled beneath your elbow, you wonder why the skeleton didn't fare better. Hungry walks up and touches the golden goose on the head, but quickly recoils. You ask if it burned him. The sellsword purses his lips. Really, sir? Was it not obvious? He sticks his finger in his mouth. You tell him not to be so snappy with his commander, or you'll throw the goose at him and see if it makes short work of him as it did the skeleton. The man shrugs. Oh, look at the man chosen by a shiny bauble. Put a blade beneath a wing so it can knight ye. Or hells, why not put it on your head and call yourself king already? Okay. This is hard to read out loud. In my head, I can read this perfectly, guys, but trying to do like an accent or something is not really my thing. Hopefully my slightly poor reading of that doesn't bother you. You look down at the goose. A drop of red blood runs down its length, turns gold, and drops to the ground with a tiny plink. You pick it up and bite it. The gold smushes satisfyingly in your teeth, and you then throw it to Hungry. It does not burn him this time, and you realize you may have found the genuine golden goose from the tales. I gain the golden goose? What does that even mean? Oh my god, guys, I don't know what this means. What is this? A small goose statue crafted from solid gold. A tiny golden egg mysteriously emerges from the statue once a day. This is awesome. I mean, if we do the math on this, 15 crowns daily is not a lot of crowns. It essentially pays for one of our kind of lower tier brothers. Oh my god. Guys, I'm a little bit in shock. I have never seen this before. This has to be new. Was there any other way this event could have gone, I wonder? Could we have, like, encountered a fight? Or gotten ambushed, or have someone been hurt? So 15 crowns daily is not a lot. I mean, if this playthrough goes on for another 100 days, which is about, you know, where your brothers are super geared, and you can just mow down just about any fight, and you want to be taking the super in-game fights. This is basically only going to generate for us about 1,500 crowns over the course of like another 100 days. So it's awesome. Is it something that we have to equip? I doubt that, right? Yeah, I think this just stays in our inventory, and it just makes us money. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we could leave it until we absolutely need to sell it. Sell it somewhere that's, like, very, very well priced for us, and we could end up getting, like, 4,500 something crowns for this. What a ridiculous... I'm in shock. I was fully expecting us to, like, die. To enter into, like, some sort of fight that we were not prepared for against some new enemy and then just die. So we found the ruins of Firen. I'm super happy, guys. That was a sweet pickup, cool lore, new event. So that was all good stuff for us. And we're getting some decent exploring done as well. A Brigand leader. Okay, we don't want to fight them at night, and we don't want to stand too close. So let's encamp. Wait for the dawn. Check out our brothers. We have no more injured brothers. We do have, I mean, we have one injury, I guess you could refer to it as. But our brothers are all at full health, which is the important thing. And Greenphobe still just has a dislocated shoulder, which is going to prevent him from reloading and firing in the same turn, which sucks. But, yeah, it could be worse. I think we can take this fight. We could try waiting a bit longer to try and fix that shoulder. But it may not be worth it. I think we just go in. This is going to be a tough fight. Absolutely. We could possibly lose a brother here. Or we could just crush them because they don't have shields. And their archers are in the front. So that was a bit of a lucky shot there. They have some high ground on us. But that's alright. They've given us a very good opening on this marksman. And if we can capitalize, there we go. That feels great. 62. Yeah, we'll take this. He's obviously the most dangerous, and we'll see if we can't kill him before he can close the lines. And yeah, this dislocated shoulder's a bit of a bummer. Rupert the Cruel. Alright. So that's a weapon we want. That is a weapon we want, guys. That's the great sword. That would go right on, I think, Hondo. I don't remember if Hondo has sword mastery yet. Arizal certainly does, but he also has a noble sword, which is the one-handed version of this, essentially. It's a tier 3 sword. Oh my god. This is what we want. He's also wearing very good armor. Certainly worth noticing. Alright, routing. We should be able to bonk this dude on the head. And then we can back right up. So 2 down. 2 down feels great. And we can step forward. That gives him a bit of cover from this archer. And we can spear wall it up. 16. They're giving themselves lots of cover here. Nice. Good shot on the raider. And there's even a chance we could take down another raider before the fight starts. What? And we got a lucky shot. So now we're going to get 2 shots on him. And we missed one, but that's okay. I'm happy landing one. And we also procced our fast adaptation, which is really good for us. Spear wall. And we're going to leave this high ground alone. It's tempting for them. They're going to try and jump up, and they're going to have to at least pass Scaredy's spear wall to get there. And Hondo, unfortunately, didn't land the shot, but that's okay. And we'll just wait. 7 is such a manageable number for us. Being able to kill 3 of them and really injure another one was very good. They're protecting this marksman very well, but if he's not landing shots, then all that means is they're wasting a raider. And they're really not able to do anything with him. Let's switch out our pikes. We can't reload. Maybe we'll get to take a swing next turn. Yeah, and they've decided to move up. Not a bad call. And that frees us up to take an aim shot on this marksman here. And we nail him. We could take another one, a 59. And we miss. Not unexpected. He's got a shield wall up. He does not. So we'll take this shot. And we hit him. Very good. And we're chilling, chilling, chilling. And we're corralling them around this position. The AI wants it so bad you can like feel it. Wow, big hit from Hondo. That's why you spear wall, buddy, or shield wall. And he's got out, what is this called? It's a new weapon. It's like some kind of throwing weapon, I believe. A hooked spear, something like that, maybe? Nice. And another one bites the dust. There we go. We'll just keep them off of this spot, and they're going to keep trying to jump on it. Did we get some injuries? No, no injuries. Tempting to step forward and just smack this guy, and I think we will. Yeah. Step here, and we could probably kill him too. Wow. Good job, Arizil. Awesome. He's a bit exposed now, but he should be fine. This is a weapon we don't want anywhere near us. If I had to choose between getting his armor and his weapon, and this may even be a great helmet, I can't tell. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. It could just be a low tier helmet as well. But, yeah, let's move up here and back up Arizil. Yeah, and he threw that spear at us. I think it's a single-use throwing weapon. And now we have an attack, but we don't want to move, because moving might just mess that all up for us. But yeah, if I had to choose between his weapon and his armor, I would definitely take his weapon. I know what a great sword can do. I've had many a playthrough with multiple guys on my teams with great swords, and it's such a great, like, armor-piercing weapon. He might have a ridiculous helmet, too. It's so hard to tell. Spear wall, just keep him back. Nice. Okay, we took out most of his armor, which kind of sucks. So we'll switch up the gear here. Maybe we can net him and then surround him, get our daggers out. But it'd be nice to be able to clear out some of these dudes first. Yeah, we'll move here. Missing those action points feels pretty bad. Can we switch that out and still net? No. We should have put our dagger out too, if we could have. It's okay. We'll probably have initiative. Yeah, nice. That's what we wanted. And yeah, we already checked him. He can't help us. Knew he was gonna run. Oh, they're both running. Hell no. Damn. We can't let them escape, so that means we have to pin them down, which means we probably have to use dogs to do it. Very dangerous. We could easily end up losing a dog to a great sword. And we can't control whether or not the dog... I didn't think they would run this turn. I honestly thought they would be running next turn. See what we can do. This isn't really an easy strategy. If he had stuck around for one more turn, we just would have netted him and then surrounded him. But that's just not how this played out, unfortunately. Now we just need to get close before he just takes a huge swing. So greatswords can hit in a 3 space around them. So if we had someone here, he could take a triple swing at us. Obviously very dangerous. Or they can hit in a straight line. So he could choose to hit both of them if he wants. Gonna run him down. And the armor's pretty much gone, so there might not even be much point anymore. But he's going to get a chance to take a swing, and that hurt. That hurt a lot. This is not worth losing a brother over. This is good gear, but I think at this point, we just want him out of this fight. Damn. Let's net him. Can't quite reach him. Move here, we can take a shot. Probably will kill him. Yes. And what did we get? We got the sword, guys. Okay, and there's still a small chance we can get the armor. It's just once you destroyed it, the chances go down pretty significantly. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. I don't want to be like misinformed, speaking as if I, and in certainties as if I know everything. That's certainly not the case. But I'm fairly certain in all the hours that I've played this game that I have destroyed armor like that and still gotten it after the battle. I think the odds are very, very low. And there's also probably a good chance that you could kill him without destroying the armor and still not get the armor. If I'm remembering right, that's pretty much the case. And we definitely don't want to lose a dog here. We have a pretty hefty toll to pay already with Bernfried's tools and in medical supplies from that hit he took. But at least he didn't get bopped and die. That was definitely a possibility. And I think we even have a backup net to replace the one we used. But in addition to the net making it so that people can't run, it increases, I think it has a fatigue effect. It also, I believe, we'll drop down, Battle Brother. I don't know if it has a building fatigue effect, but it definitely forces them to expend their fatigue in order to try and escape. But I believe it does have a debuff to, like, let's say their melee attack, melee defense rather, which makes sense because you can imagine trying to fight from inside of a net or try to parry blows or something like that. It's not going to happen. He's running, so we're going to kill him in a moment here. Our dog should soften him up, and then it'll probably be a brother that actually gets the kill. Yeah. Battle Brother does a lot of damage. Come on. Just bop him over the head. And we got him. And we got the great sword. Oh my god. And we got the helmet. What the heck? I don't think anyone was wearing this. He was wearing the nasal helmet with mail. Guys. What a crazy episode this has been. We're going to get paid off of this also. A full stack of tools. That's like 250 right there. This is like 60. This is going to be like 300, 400 gold for us. This right here is about 200 worth of food. Maybe about 150. Almost 300 crowns if you add these two together. Tons of junk we can sell, right? Super upgrade helmet. Amazing, unbelievable upgrade helmet. And then amazing, unbelievable great sword. Guys, not to mention that I think I even glossed over the silverware that we picked up. Guys, that was the fight. That was the fight. This is why we go to these types of areas and why we really want to start picking more fights with those types of groups. Hold on, guys. I gotta save the game. We just found a golden goose into a legendary helmet and a great sword. If you're not hyped right now, you don't love Battle Brothers. I gotta tell you that. And honestly, I feel bad for you. because you probably don't have any friends and nobody likes you. Okay, so 14. This helmet is ridiculous. I think this may have been one of the best helmets in the game, in the first game. Well, the base game, I should say. Because if you look at its fatigue, it's minus 14. This is like a really good helmet, but it's minus 17 fatigue. But it's 64 durability less. This is an unbelievable pickup for us. And then here you go, Hondo. Boom. Hondo is a scary dude now. And we can also move. This is great. This is something I kind of wanted to do anyway. Now we can move the pole hammer over here to Lance. And Lance has also gotten more dangerous. I'm feeling it. And we still have these that we can distribute. This is our second best helmet. So we're going to give it to Arazil, who's been just an absolute beast for us this campaign. Flat top goes to Lance. And we also have the nasal helmet. We'll give that to Burnfried, whose helmet just got destroyed. And this has 2 fatigue, okay, or 2 vision, minus 2 vision. I was just seeing if that made any kind of sense as a sort of crossbow helmet, but it does not. Okay. Our front line is looking pretty sweet now with their helmet choices. And we have some slight upgrades on our crossbowmen in the form of helmets that they can wear. Of course, his is broken currently, but we'll have that fixed in a moment. And just a ton of stuff we can sell. That feels really good. And I think we lost a net in that fight. Yes. So we should be able to add something here. If we don't have a net, we can always give him something like the goblin poison, at least to hold it so that it's not in our inventory. Or just some bandages. You know what? Bandages are fine. I think we have some. I'm blind. Or did we give them to somebody? Okay, we must have given them to somebody. No big deal. We'll just give them the poison to hold. It's not something we want to sell. It's something we honestly want to use at some point. And we picked up a level. And happily it's on Burnfried, who has been living up to his name this entire playthrough. Man, 5. That feels so good. But he does need resolve, fatigue, and his range defense sucks, so we'll up that for him a little bit, help him out. And then in perks, he's such a spear bro. Honestly, we should probably just pull the trigger. This helps with his fatigue and makes his spear wall better. He's just never going to get there in terms of melee skill. Battle Forged would be nice. Fearsome would be nice. I'm reluctant to give him Spear Mastery. He may get there. If he gets up to like 70, we could potentially give him a sword or something like that. So yeah, let's just give him Fearsome. That's fine. But now we have to heal. Now we need to leave. More brigands. Oh guys, I don't even know if I mentioned. I think I did this before off camera. Hold on. I could be going crazy because I play a lot of Battle Brothers. I changed the name. This was Grimald before. This is now Yaku. So thanks to, I think it's Ms. Yaku, new subscriber, requested that I name a character, and I decided Yaku. So, in my playthroughs, sometimes I pick up a character and I'm like, man, I don't really like this character. But the thing is, they survived through my entire playthrough. And I have a feeling that Grimald, aka the monk, who is now Yaku, is going to be one of those characters that survive. So the stats are never going to be really amazing. Very defensive. Great defensive stats. But I feel like Yaku is going to make it. Is going to make it, you guys. Going to make it all the way to the end. So thank you, Ms. Yaku, for your subscription. I appreciate it. And any of you out there who are thinking about subscribing who just aren't sure, just please go ahead and do it. And leave me a name suggestion. We still have a few brothers that we can name, and we'll be picking up more for sure later. And this place is just Contract City, which is great. And now we can finally go into a taxidermist with all of our ridiculous stuff. We can make a lion heart potion, a cat potion. Dang. We've kind of experimented with these potions a bit, and I think we've seen that they're perhaps not worth it. They take a lot of expensive ingredients. I mean, these ingredients here are like a couple hundred gold plus 200 gold for a potion that makes us like unbreakable, essentially, I believe. And I mean, honestly, if I'm taking a turn to drink a potion, I'd probably rather just, unless they have that perk that gives them the ability to carry tons of stuff and not actually use up fatigue to carry things. So we can't quite make any of the stuff we want. We really need unhold pelts or hide. We need the pelts off of the dire wolves to make more good stuff. And we need to fight some of those tree guys. I mean, there's lots of things we can fight that would be great right now that we're just kind of not running into. But before we do anything, we need to check the prices here. And they're high, guys. These are high prices. 21. So this is a selling spot. 4K for this golden goose. 4K. This is not a good buying spot, however. This is the most expensive I've ever seen this stuff. And that's because they're being raided. Yeah, they have ambush trade routes, I should say. So their buying prices are horrible, but the prices for us to sell are ridiculous. So all those figures I quoted you earlier, they're like 10 to 15% higher. So let's check our gold. 3,600 right now. And we'll go down and just start selling stuff. I love these parts. I love making the big money. I honestly like those picks, but we're getting so close to the late game now where we can take tier 3 stuff. Weird bit of lag there. We'll hold on to some things as we've kind of always done, just to make sure we have backups. So anything else we want to sell? Nope, nothing else. What a great haul. We do need to buy some food though. We're nearly out. So I think we just buy some grains. And we can buy some bread. Yeah. Yeah, not a good place to buy. But, whew. How are our brothers? Are we injured? Are we recovering nicely? We now have an injured shoulder. And he took Burnfree, got himself a ripped ear. Okay. Not terrible. Also worth noting that this is going to put us closer to fulfilling our ambition, which is really nice. I think we're good on the helmets. I think we just need 3 pieces of armor to help us out. And now we need to look at contracts. So let's see what the tier 3 is. It's probably for us to go and fight another house. Yeah, they want us to raid their territory. No, we're not doing that. If anything, this is the territory that we want to fight. We're not for this house, I don't believe. They have the least territory in the worst cities. Okay. Let's see what he wants. Brigands. Okay. We'll accept it. So they want us to go to some ruins that we probably would have wanted to go and fight at anyway. Not bad. And it's a good bit of crowns, and it's probably an appropriate fight for our current levels. Dangerous, no doubt, but still pretty good. So he wants us to go out and find something. Some way to the west. It's an easy quest. Okay, we made him pay us more. To the northeast, so if we want to go up... Okay, let's see where that is. Yeah, it'll probably be a long trip. So we have the means now. We can go explore, find the thing he wants in the west, which is kind of okay because we really haven't explored this area either. The other place is significantly more dangerous. Let's try the baby quest first. It's going to give us some time to heal and some time to explore. Okay. As you and the sons of Verona prepare their journey, Bad Eye's Crown Pincher states that there is a man who wishes to speak to you directly. You nod and have him led to you. He's a glum small man who states that the rulers of Brookstadt have no interest in the ruined dwellings, other than ones of greed. Of course that's the case, so what's the problem? The man nods. Look, I've some folks who are interested in keeping the ruined dwellings hidden away for good. Okay, I think we've kind of done this before. Last time I was just like, nah, I'm going to tell them where it is. Because I don't know whether or not that's going to affect whether or not we are kind of loyal in fulfilling our contract. This is probably the house we're going to war with anyway, but for the moment, this is a really good spot for us to kind of quest and explore from. It's a nice little base of operations in the north. And I'd rather not, piss them off if I don't have to. So we found it. Yes, we found it here. And now it's like kind of tempting us to go in. We don't have to. Unhold. Oh, do we want to fight for Unhold? I really do. This could be dangerous. But let's see if we can't catch up to them. Oh god. Okay. We don't want to fight them at night though. Jesus. Nope. Sorry guys. They're running away and they're here at night, which is exactly the opposite of what we want, and we have injuries. That could be a very dangerous fight. We're actually not that injured anymore, thankfully. But if they come back to us, we'll fight them, but I don't want to chase them all over the world. Can we see what's in here? Okay, so here's a nice little trick. We don't want to fight in the swamp. So we're going to engage them from this side of the battlefield. Hopefully this isn't some huge force that we absolutely don't want to fight. Okay, 19 zombies. And it put us on some decent ground. Let's see what they have. Okay. Armored, unarmored, and 4 Geists. Not that difficult of a battle for us at this point. This is honestly a fight we possibly could have done earlier. But it's really the Geists that are the most dangerous. And we'll do something like that. It gets us away from the high ground and gives us high ground, so I think that's pretty valuable. And you'll see here our new attacks are Overhead Strike, Split, or Swing. And we'll get into those, and we can still break shields as well. And we'll get into those pretty soon. But the next time Hondo levels, I think we're going to need to give him Sword Mastery to reduce the amount of fatigue that he suffers from using those abilities. And it does some other benefits as well, worth knowing. And they're going to hang back until the front lines engage, probably. But that's fine with us. That's going to give us a chance to skirmish them down a bit. But we are unfortunately missing. It's pretty bad luck. It's going to take me a minute to get used to the fact that Lance is the one with that ridiculous pole hammer now. But hey, you know, Hondo was the first one to leave a name suggestion, I believe. So he ended up with one of the best outfitted characters. Our 3 first subscribers who gave names ended up with some really good characters, which I'm happy about. This is going to be a bit of a slow fight to finish off this episode. It's going to make today a bit of a long episode, but I think that's okay. We had so many exciting things happen. I'm very curious whether or not the golden goose has always been in the game, or if that's a newer thing. Dang. Put 1 shot on him. Now Lance should be able to just bop him on the head. Something you got to be mindful of is not taking away targets for your other brothers. Sometimes you see an easy target for one of them, when in reality you have several. And so like by killing this target, I could have potentially made it so that Lance didn't have a move. And that would have wasted some of my DPS. So just want to be mindful of that. And we have a bit of a gap here, but that should be okay. Ooh, I was hoping he would get the kill, because then we could berserk. That's alright. No more reach in the center, but that's okay. Anyone who steps up is just going to get smashed. We're doing fine. The Geist are now moving forward. If you remember from the previous times we fought them, you can only get like a 5% chance to hit them. So they're very difficult to hit, but they do die in 1 shot. So it kind of counters that a bit. I like sometimes, if they're standing in groups like this, I like just taking shots at them. Because if we miss, we'll probably hit a zombie, and if we get lucky and kill one, then we've got them. And we don't have to worry about the terrible morale effects that they can trigger. Spear wall is going to do a lot of work, as always. Highly recommended against these types of enemies. And the more of them we cut down, so if they do indeed start to rout us, which is possible, we're going to definitely use Rally the Troops, and we're going to pull out our banner on Ragnar in a second. But if they start to rout us, it'll be great because we'll have so many fewer zombies to take advantage of the rout. And they just can't break the spear wall. Feels really good. This should just be pass, pass, pass. Okay, getting 2 back doesn't feel that great. Alright, 1 more turn with none of that, their screaming nonsense. Okay, this is Ragnar. Ragnar's going to switch out. Can't hit anyone yet, but if they manage to break the shield wall, he will be able to. Dang, not getting that kill. Probably will kill himself when he attempts to jump in. Yeah, don't stare too long at their faces. Like, it's like tripping me out like an optical illusion to look at this dude. There's like an older card in Magic the Gathering. I forget the name of it. It's like an older blue card. But it's got like multiple eyes on it. Oh my god, every time I look at it, it hurts my head. I was watching somebody stream some Magic the other day. And they kept putting it up on screen every now and then. I was just like, god damn. Take it down. Have mercy. Bit of fatigue here now, kind of like taking hold. Not able to maintain our spear wall anymore. They're a bit too far away for us to step up and take a swing. So this next turn feels pretty crucial. We need to try and not rout. Not much control we have over that. We have our banner out. So they're screaming and nobody's routing yet. Nice, that feels good. So they kind of like did their worst, and every time we get a kill, we're going to get some of that morale back. Or that resolve, I should say. Good, finally gives him a target. For the company, yeah. We are not scared of you, stupid Geists. Do the Geists drop anything anymore? Or, you know, do they drop anything now? I'll be very curious to know that. Like, is there any sort of, like, spectral junk that they drop? Alright, they finally gave Hondo a target, and it's a pretty juicy one. And this is the point where you jump over here and you try and take some shots. It sucks that he's on the high ground because it does give him a bit of an advantage. We'll kill him. Yeah, we'll give ourselves some more morale. And our morale is so high that it's honestly just super positively affecting our resolve checks, which feels pretty good. Dang. We actually weren't... Killing him kind of sucked because it took away a target for Hondo. But that's okay. There's no such thing as a bad kill. But we can step forward now, and I'll be able to show you this move here. So check this out. We only got one, but as his attack stats get higher and higher, his melee attack, the odds of us hitting with swing is going to go up and up and up. It has a negative 5% chance to hit, but we'll counteract that. But there are definitely going to be times when you like triple decapitate. And the types of routes that sets off, the fearsome checks, you know, even if you miss or hit and don't kill, there's all these different buffs and debuffs that we're going to be applying as we do that. We put Hondo in a bit of a vulnerable situation, but he's super armored now. And we're protecting one of his flanks. He also has Underdog, so he's really not all that vulnerable. These zombies are still going to have to try and get past those checks. And we'll move up here with Hungry. We want to close in on these Geists. We need to get into melee range of them so that we can start trying to bring them down. It's alright. We should be able to take another big swing. That's a lot of them to get brought back. Okay, Burnfried. Getting a little scared. Yeah, we want to get up on this high ground if we can. We'll see. If we can clear out some of these zombies, we should be able to do it. Very good weapons polearms are against zombies. Dang. Unfortunate miss there. Spear wall keeping us in business. Yaku is also a spear master. Okay, so now we can take... So this is the split. Take a second to look at what it does. Once again, a minus 5% chance to hit, but it attacks in a straight line. It gives you lots of versatility. Having split plus swing makes it so that you have a lot of options as to how you attack. Missing so many shots feels kind of bad, but we're okay. Move up a bit. Dang, killing that would have been great. It's probably just polearm time. Stop using ammo. And we kill one Geist. Excellent. Now we can move over here and try and get in on the other one. Perfect. Fully expect some of these dudes to resurrect. Awesome. We could try and get in here, but that dude would probably just hit us, force us to stay. Alright. They're doing their best, but there's only 2 of them now. So we're really not that scared. Dang, bad misses. Ragnar is just on point with this banner. Perfect. This is going to end up being a pretty flawless fight, I think. At this point in the game, these dudes aren't very difficult for us. It's not like I'm bragging or anything. It's honestly a pretty easy fight. Come over here and lock down the Geist. But at this point also, I would kind of start expecting to see the fallen heroes. I'm a bit surprised that there wasn't at least one in here, or even a necromancer. They can make these fights a lot more complicated. And Battle Brother might just be able to end this for us. Dang. So maybe expect one more zombie or 2 to come back up. Just 1. And yeah, Battle Brother just finished the Geist. So a little bit of experience lost. We didn't really need to do that. But every now and then, it makes me happy to see him. So there we go. In a nice fight, we're going to level up Ragnar. Feels good. We're going to take 2 Signet Rings for our trouble. And just a bunch of junk we can sell. So that kind of made this quest worth it. And we could travel back to Brookstadt, turn it in. And of course my company wants to go the long way. Would have loved to fought those 4 Unhold, and we still might. What's this? What is this? Okay. Another great event right at the end. So Yaku the monk, the modest monk, enters your tent with a vial in hand. The flask is topped with a bark stopper and a wreath of greenery with berries hanging beneath the leaves. Inside the vial is a goldish liquid sloshing about. Whatever it is, it catches any glimpse of light and seems to capture it and swirl it around. He holds it out. Blessed water, sir, to fight the dead that walk again. You ask if it's a gift from the old gods. He nods. You ask if it's really a gift from the old gods, though. He purses his lips. Okay. No, not exactly. The monasteries know how to make it, but it is an ancient recipe protected under penalty of death. Of course, you thank the man for taking such a risk to contribute and tell him to put it in the inventory. Even holy men have tricks of the trade. What is that? And there's a nice little camp for us to fight. You know what? Maybe we'll take that fight before we go back to town. But we'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. We could luck out and get some more awesome stuff. So what is this? Flask of blessed water. A flask filled with water blessed by a man of the gods can be thrown at short ranges. Damage of 20 for 3 turns to any undead target hit. 100% of damage ignores armor. 3 tile range has a 33% chance to hit bystanders at the same or lower height level as well. Is destroyed on use. That's sweet. I wish we could. Can we make this? Like craft it? That would be awesome. We're getting a ton of unique stuff today. I'm hyped. We'll level up Ragnar real quick before we go. Take a 4 there. We need to get his resolve up so that he's a better standard bearer for sure. And I like the health. I like the fatigue. I think we're going to go with the fatigue for now. Go into his perks. And we can take Fearsome, Overwhelm. He's a crossbow bro, so it's a little less necessary to take Overwhelm. But I think we definitely want Fearsome. So there we go. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. I appreciate it if you stuck through this very long hour and 15 minute episode. But what an action-packed one. Some decent fights, very diverse fights. We fought a lot of different types of enemies today. Just a quick recap. Great sword, which if you didn't get a chance to really look at the stats, there it is. Pause it, take a look. It's unbelievable damage for how, kind of like where we are in the game. The Distinguished Heraldic Bassinet as our unique helmet pickup. We made tons of gold. We found the Golden Goose in just a ridiculous event. We picked up Flask of Blessed Water, which is kind of a new one for me. So yeah, I mean, today was just an action-packed episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe or consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm noticing that my channel is growing. A subscriber basically on average every day, and that feels great for me. That's kind of where I'm hoping to be at. A little bit of my Ebonics shining through at the end there. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Comment if you're a subscriber and you want a character. I keep saying that every episode, and that's only because we still have some characters that aren't named, and I would love to get them named and make every single fight feel really, impactful, and then we can role play it a little bit. It's definitely more fun when there's skin in the game. So, thank you so much for watching. Without further ado, I will see you in the next one. Take care.